Yeah, it takes a few minutes to get live on YouTube with these, so, or not YouTube, on Facebook with these, so I wanted to jump on and get us live.
Yeah, you have webinar, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that cost extra to do webinar?
It's $40 extra a month, and the good news is you don't have to do a contract, and so
yeah, you can just cut it off when you don't need it.
Yeah, we just did the 1 month, and we'll see where we're at next month and if we need it. But it does help with getting more people. So
yeah, since good old Facebook cut out the having 2 people on Facebook Live at once, can't do that anymore.
All right, we are live on Facebook.
Hey, Facebook, yay! It might just be me and you today.
Maybe I need to look in the. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get the. You can start if you would like to, and I'll let people in as they come in. I'm going to get the link to this on Facebook right now.
All right. Well, let's get started.
All right. And I'll let you know if anybody says anything on Facebook. I'm going to try to get them here. Oh, we do have Deanna trying to get on. There we go. There we go. Okay, the link is on the YouTube or on Facebook, and I will get people in as they get here.
Thank you so much, Diana. We appreciate you for helping out on that. So, all right, we're going to get started on this class is on Intro to Creating a YouTube Channel and how to create targeted videos for our audience. We're going to touch on a few things today. I do want to read a few things that come from YouTube just to kind of get us started in understanding why we want to do videos on YouTube or any social media, but just some statistics in why we're doing videos. You know, well, number one reason why you want to do videos. Anybody? Because we want to lead generate, right? So we want to get warm leads in. So that's why we want to do videos. So the total number of monthly active YouTube users right now, anybody got a guess? It's in the billion, right? Ooh. So it's over 2 billion right now. So there's quite a few people on there. And obviously they're using it for a reason. A lot of people ask, well, when's the best time to start doing YouTube videos or create a YouTube channel? Today, right now is the best time to do that. Total number of daily active YouTube users. Anybody got a guess? Going once. It's in the million. So far, it's over 30 million right now.
Whoa.
So there's probably more than that, but from the last updated information that I got. All right. Number of videos shared right now, there's over 5 billion videos shared right now. So it's just so, these numbers are so huge we can't even wrap our head around what that is. Did you know that 62% of YouTube users are males? Isn't that something? 80% of YouTube users come from the outside of the US. That's quite a bit. This is something that I've been preaching about for the last year or so, is there's only around 9 or 10% of small businesses on YouTube right now. So very small amount. Best time to jump in is right now. 35 to 55 age groups are the fastest growing YouTube demographics right now. So that's telling you you know, where we want to point some attention to and who that age group is. Did you know that 75% of adults turn to YouTube for nostalgia rather than tutorials or current events? So they like to see that. And millennials prefer YouTube 2-to-1 over traditional TV. So we're definitely seeing a swing in that. Okay. All right. So I want to read something to you that I just got from YouTube the other day. This is straight from them. And this is about videos ranked. And we're gonna talk about and learn about how to set up our videos today and what we need to do and those elements that need to be within that. But I thought this was really interesting from YouTube. Videos show up and research resulted based factors like how well their titles, descriptions, and content match the viewer's query. Also, a video's performance, that is, how long it keeps viewers watching, contributes to its ranking in search results. Search results aren't a list of most viewed videos for a search query. But what we're going to learn today is seeing what other people are viewing and then how we're going to use that information. So let me share my screen here. See that?
It's loading still, but yes, it's coming.
See it now?
It's still coming. Your bandwidth is a little low. Oh, there it goes.
All right.
Can you send us the slides after this?
I can.
You're amazing. Thank you.
You're amazing too, Donna. All right. So here's the reasons why we want a YouTube channel. Top reasons why. So first question is, why do I even want a YouTube channel? Well, let me tell you. It gives us a place to store our videos for free forever, okay? Meaning that once we've taken the video, once we've done some editing, and once we want to, once we're ready to upload it to YouTube, it's going to be able to be stored there, able to categorize that video in several different ways. YouTube is the search engine owned by Google. Well, my internet connection says it's unstable. So being that it's owned by Google, we're the #2 search engine on the internet. YouTube provides music for our videos. So in the backside of YouTube, of your YouTube channel, there's a place where you can go and download MP3 files. Now the music there is, you know, it's good for doing like background music, that type of stuff, or intro or outro music. It's not going to be the latest and greatest, but hey, for free, it is what it is. Most of the time, any of your editing software that you get will have B-roll video and also some type of audio music to go in the background on there too. YouTube can be a lead generator. So this is the first beginning of understanding what YouTube is really there for. And it's not just there for cat videos, right? And that kind of stuff. It's there for research. So if we look at it this way, Google, which owns YouTube, both of those are search engine type systems, okay? So as long as we understand that YouTube is a system, an operating system, then we will understand what it's there to be used for, okay? We can build our influence to a targeted audience. So we're not just going to be willy-nilly throwing out videos that we think are going to get seen and attention to. We're going to do our research first, and then we're going to put together our videos. But we first got to come up with those ideas, okay? And also too, 3 to 5 billion people will be on YouTube, right? This year alone.
Wow.
That's quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Show video. Hang on. I'm changing something here. Okie dokie. All right. So first thing we have to do is we got to start with research. Okay. And with research, YouTube, we have to use it for what it is, which is the number 2 search engine on the internet. We have to know what our target audience and their demand are. Okay. So this is where we're going to come up with ideas. I have an idea that I think I want to create a video for. Well, let's go out and see what our audience is looking at, and then we'll make decisions from that point of that idea. We need to identify the exact keywords our audience is using, okay? And so simple keywords, when we go to Google or we go to YouTube and we do a search, a lot of times I wrote down a few things here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but some of the search words that you would use, you know, on Google would be like what? How to, best of, you know, or best real estate agent, right? In Denton, Texas, top real estate agent, local real estate agent, approved, certified, right? Those are all keywords, and those are all search terms in there too. Free would be another one. Anybody got a couple others? 2 more. Anybody got 2 more that they can think of? So we have how to, best, top, local, approved, certified, free. Any of those in the beginning of the search, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to use resources to help us in our search. And one is obviously going to be the YouTube search bar or the Google search bar. So let me stop here for just a second. Those of you who are watching today, especially in realtors, is I want you to do a Google search on yourself today, not right now, but later on. But what I want you to do is I want you to search your name on Google by your name, first name, last name, space, realtor, okay? And see what comes up and see, you know, how it shows up and how many lines show up there that are related to your name and real estate. And then the second way is I want you to go and code and then your cell phone number with the dashes in between, and just search it that way and see how your cell number shows up that is related to you and your business. Because I can tell right away when I do a search whether or not your cell number is related to your branding. And your number needs to be related to your branding. So in your branding, it needs to look the same all the way across all your social media and all your advertising, from everything from your business card, your color, your text, the information that you share, to your social media. So your Facebook page, your website, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of those colors, all of those words or keywords in there, your picture need to be in your advertising, okay? Along with your cell number, because most of us, 99.9%, all work by cell phone number. Most of us don't share an office number for them to call us. We share our cell number because we're always out and about. We're never at the office, and the easiest way to contact us is by cell. So make sure that your cell number is related to your name and your business that you're within, okay, which would be real estate. Keywordseverywhere.com is another place where you could use this. This is a free site and a paid site. So you always get a little bit for free. If you want to go in depth, then you obviously got to pay for more. But Keywords Everywhere will help you identify the right keywords to use in your industry and what other people are using also. And then also there is a free browser extension. This browser extension used for your YouTube channel, and it's called TubeBuddy. And it's a free version, and there is a paid version also. But what it will help you with is you can set it up and attach it to your desktop or a laptop, and it'll be like a browser extension that would go on Chrome or one of those that you're using. And it will help you with analytics to what people are looking at, how many people are looking at it, and then also the number of views and comments and things like that too. So there's some decent analytics in there, even for the free part, okay? So now we're gonna have to plan before we create. So we're gonna have an idea, and maybe we need to start writing down some topics of the type of videos that we think people are looking at. But what we wanna do is write down those ideas. So those are going to be topics of the videos that we want to create, or we think that people are creating. And then we're going to go to YouTube and we're going to type that idea or that topic in. And then we're going to go and look and see what people are actually viewing and what they're watching. And so if we come up with an idea like first time homebuyer program, okay, is the way that we spell it out in our title is how many people are watching that type of title. So if I wrote that out and I went to search it on YouTube, and 10 people were only watching it the way that I wrote it, and then we look down and another person had done one and maybe it's verbatim and 1,000 people have viewed it, which one do we want to go after? We want to go after the higher amount of views, right? Mm-hmm. Even though what I read to you about a while ago is not always about how many views there is, it's really all about engaging, right? Getting likes and that kind of stuff and thumbs up and emojis, that doesn't do anything for the algorithms with YouTube and Google. What it wants to see is engagement, meaning that you've watched the video for more than 10 seconds, that you've made a comment on it, and maybe you put an emoji in or something, but at least that you type something in the comments bar, you know, about that, okay? But we definitely want to follow the strand of views that other people are watching. So maybe that the way that we type in our title, we back it up a little bit and we just use the first couple of words, or home buyer program or something like that. And we look to see what somebody else is doing. So when we find that person that's got 1,000 views or 10,000 views, we want to copy that title verbatim. It doesn't matter, because you're going to use that title on your YouTube channel, not somebody else's. And so you can create it and copy it verbatim on there, or you can tweak it. And just as a reminder, if you already have a YouTube channel and you have videos already uploaded, this is where you're going to start thinking about, I need to go back and optimize my titles and my thumbnails. So I'm going to give you this hint right now that two things are very important with YouTube, is the title of your video and the thumbnail. And we'll talk about that in just a second. So we need to use targeted audiences language. And I'll tell you some examples that are very simple in just a minute, okay? We need to answer the exact questions and needs with our chosen keywords. And we'll go over keywords and tags today also, okay? We need to create a targeted title that will pique the interest of our audience. So not only that your title has to be appealing and get attention, but that your thumbnail has to be extravagant, colorful, nice reading text, and it really needs to have your picture on it too. So you're going to create an outline of what you're going to say and just create bullet points and really make it simple. So you have an idea, you've looked at the topic, you've done some research. Now you're going to put together, you know, the outline of what you're going to talk about. So if you come up with 20 bullet points, you need to reduce down and you need to get to about 5 bullet points or less. You know, 3 to 5 is the sweet spot for that. but we don't need to throw up on everybody. We just need to give enough information to get them to engage with us. What we're fishing for are comments and engagement. That's what we need to do. So in some instances, we're going to create CTAs or Q&A type videos, and a CTA is a call to action type video. So maybe that we're going to put together a PDF e-brochure of something of the topic that we're talking about that's going to give more information for our audience to be able to read and to use, okay? So maybe in your video, you're going to discuss your bullet points, and then you're going to offer, hey, I've put together a PDF e-brochure. This is going to be very helpful for your next steps in what you're doing to purchase or sell a home, whatever that topic is. And I would love to share that with you. If you will leave a comment below this video or after this video is, after you're finished watching it, then I will get back to you. And as soon as somebody comments, then we know that they're interested and want to engage in a conversation, or at least you know that they want to get that information from you. So if we were pre-qualifying them, we would move them on to the next step. They're kind of out of the pre-prospect to, for sure, maybe a prospect onto, a client. And so we want to contact them, name, phone number, email. Don't go without all three. Get those from them, and then you'll email them that information, follow it up with maybe a phone call, unless they already email you back with questions. But we want to ask those questions. So after you've read the information that I've shared with you, what questions do you have? I'll follow up with you in the next day, okay? We want to use the keywords in your first sentence. So just a side note, when you're creating a video, you want to try to always have some kind of text across your video in the first 10 seconds of your video. And you would like to use some keywords in there that are targeting your audience of what you're fixing to talk about. So just get straight to the point on there. They say that at least 80% of people who can read text or closed captioning in the first 10 seconds of a video are more likely to stay engaged and watch your video too, okay? All right, so let me go back and I'll show you some target audiences language. And these are very simple. So selling a home, real estate listings, buying a home, first-time home buyer program, home buying tips, a condo for sale, a townhome for sale, and new construction, okay? So any of these can be a keyword in there. So if we start to pick these words apart, right, from the sentences here, so selling, home, real estate, listings, buying, first time, buyer, program, buying tips, obviously condos, townhome, new construction. All of those are very good keywords, okay? All right, so let's move on. So now we've started to do our research. We've looked at what's working out there in the YouTube market, what people are actually watching and viewing, right? We've come up with some good ideas. Now we have an outline of our topic, and now we're going to create two. So let's optimize and release, okay? So we want to create a title that will capture the audience's attention, okay? We need to write your description about your targeted video. So like what I do is when I write my description, most of the time, unless it's a very simple video that I'm just throwing out there, then I'll probably just type up my description in Word, and then I'll copy and paste it over. And that just helps me to get rid of my typos and make sure everything looks good on Word before I copy it over to YouTube, okay? So just cut and paste on there. So then we're going to create tags, and I'll talk about creating tags and what tags and metadata descriptions are and stuff. But just remember that we're gonna, when we're setting up our YouTube channel, we're gonna create default tags, and then we're gonna save it in our YouTube channel. So those tags are always going to be attached to our videos unless we change them or get rid of them altogether. And I'll explain what that means in a second, okay? We're going to create a thumbnail for our video. So all my thumbnails for my videos, all of my flyers that I make for classes and other things like that, I use Canva. So you can go to canva.com, sign up and get a user pass there, and it's free. There is a paid version of it and there's a free version. I make all my stuff from Canva. It's very simple, and I never pay for anything. So I upload some of my own pictures, some of my own backgrounds, logos and things like that. But then I use all of their B-roll pictures that are free, images, logos, elements, anything like that, like arrows and fingers, and you name it, you know, I do that. And so you want to create a thumbnail that is very colorful, outlandish, and stands out, because when you upload a video to YouTube, it will give you 3 default thumbnails that it takes a still picture out of the video from, and they're really horrible because most of the time it's going to catch you going like that or doing something else, and it's not what you wanted, right? So think of just right now, let's create one thumbnail picture. And what I really love about Canva is you can go in there, and for all your social media sites, you can, under search, you can type in YouTube thumbnail, and it will give you the exact size of what that thumbnail needs to be. And then you can move your images and your text and everything all in within that prescribed size, and then save it as a PNG or a JPEG or PDF, whatever you want to save. But as far as a thumbnail goes, you want to save it as a PNG or a JPEG file, okay? But then it's exactly to that size, so it's not cut off. Well, maybe you want to make a thumbnail for, or an ad or some type of image for Instagram, right? Or Facebook or any of that, or LinkedIn or any of those other ones, and you can go in there and it'll give you that pre-described size. So you don't have to even come up with understanding what the size is. Just search for it in there and it'll find it, okay? And we'll talk about our descriptions for our targeted videos in a second too. Oh, I guess we're going to talk about that now. So let me talk about what descriptions are for your targeted video. Where's my mouse? So here's a YouTube description detail. A video description is a piece of metadata that helps YouTube understand the content of video, writing descriptions with keywords that can help your viewers find your videos more easily through search. And so what is metadata? Metadata can be titles. Titles are essential in making your videos discoverable. So you want to use a unique keyword-rich title and make sure you always start with the most relevant word for your video. So go beyond your brand and then ask yourself, what would a user search to find this video? So just remember, it's not really about us. It's about what our audience is actually looking for, and then how we can share our information as a resource to them, okay? So descriptions, look to be as descriptive as you can early on in the description, as it is what will be shown on the search query page. They shouldn't be too long, and users don't bother much to click on show more in the description. So we want to get our keywords the best we can within those first 10, 12 words in there, because nobody clicks on that after the so many words. It goes ... show more. Nobody clicks on that kind of stuff. So we're all lazy, right? We just want to get on with it. So a lot of times they might, if your first 3 or 4 words don't get their attention, they might not even click on the video, right? And tags are like keywords for your videos, that make your videos discoverable under, Google search and that type of thing. So with tags, you don't need to use many keywords, but you have to make sure that you use relevant words and specific ones, not just generic keywords. So consider including your brand, location, and narrow your topics, okay? So talking about that in what we're trying to do is, if we thought broad, we could be talking about real estate in Texas, okay? That's very broad for us being here in Denton. Then we got real estate in North Texas. So now we're starting to narrow the funnel. And then we could talk about real estate in Denton. So we're really narrowing the funnel down, right? And then we could talk about real estate with Keller Williams in Denton, Texas. That's now we're giving Texas, we're giving the city that we're in, and we're giving the company name in there too. And then also the topic of whatever that could be, okay? So that's how you start to narrow it down. So you kind of think of the broad idea and then just start to funnel and get your funnel down to as narrow as you can on there. Because especially if you have people like moving here from California and they want to move to Denton, guess what they're going to be searching for? Best real estate agent in Denton, right? Or maybe it might be something secondary as getting a loan, right? So best loan program in Denton, Texas, right? So you have to think of this twofold as you're advertising yourself. Is what is my primary mission and those around me who are primary, plus I can use them as a video, and then what is my secondary? So my primary, if I'm a realtor, would be title company, a lender, a home insurance, an appraiser, a home inspector, right? Those are, and home warranty. Those are primary, the ones that are always surrounded as a real estate agent, right? That I'd have around me at all the time. My secondaries would be HVAC person, electrician, plumber, landscaper, painter, stager, any of that type of stuff. So you have to think at it, go at it two ways. If I'm working with a buyer, what are they looking for? And if I'm working with a seller, what are they looking for? Well, there's a lot of things that are very similar, or if not the same, for both. But then there's going to be other things that are specific just to them. And then who do I surround me? So just think of drawing a circle around you and those people who touch you first, and then the secondary ring around that, and those other ones that you can use. And all of those people that can benefit from one sale of a home or purchase of a home is a video that you can create. So I'd be happy to make inspection videos with you too, just by the way, okay? All right, so a thumbnail. So users judge your videos by your thumbnails. So make sure you select compelling thumbnails, right? So in general, thumbnails showing people or faces have a strong track record. So let's just think about commercial advertising, right? Commercial advertising gets us several different ways. And usually it's with a face. So it's a face of kittens, puppies, babies, right? Or your face. And especially like if you are a well-known person, that face generates a lot of interest, right? Or they come after us as a scare tactic, one or the other, right? So you want to always use your face in your advertising. So most realtors, if you're not already, use your picture on your business card and some other things. I want to start seeing your picture across all the platforms in your advertising. It needs to be in there. And by the way, those of you who are doing listings, and I see you're posting your listings on Facebook all the time and LinkedIn and the others, one thing that I see that's missing from those pictures is your face. Your face needs to be in there. I need to connect you to what I'm looking for, right? And I can't do that just because your logo is in there or something that you typed in that in the comment section or in the post. I need to see your face in there. So really, you could do one green screen picture, one generic green screen picture if you're doing a listing. And that picture would be, hey, I'm pointing back here just like this in green screen, and I'm really pointing to nothing. But then I can superimpose myself on on the front lawn of every house that I'm selling. So for example, talk to Dennis Shea. He'll tell you about that, right? And something that is what it talks about this is that if you look at engagement wise, you'll get better engagement when your face is in front of those houses than it is when it is not. Okay.
That's interesting.
How you doing, Diana?
I'm good. You've got some watchers on YouTube or on Facebook. I don't know why all of a sudden it's YouTube when it comes out of my mouth here, but you've got several people watching on Facebook. So just so you know.
Great. All right. Well, let's move on. Okay. So let's see. We got all those. Let me get my little arrow here. So let's go back and talk about tags. So this is our YouTube channel, Super Inspector. Love for you guys to go there. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would appreciate that. Plus, you'll always get notified when we have new videos that we upload, and that's usually week to week, right? But in your YouTube channel, under settings and under channel and under basics, there's a place there where you're going to put these keywords in that are called tags, okay? And so these are going to be related to you personally and your business, okay? So as an inspection company, it would be like home inspections, inspector, commercial, new, let's see, how to, best, buyer, seller, that type of stuff. And so then it would be Texas, and then DFW, and then Denton, and then Austin, and all the other towns around. So as people are searching for maybe best inspector in Denton, best inspector in Austin, Frisco, Highland Village, whatever it is, hopefully they'll be able, one of our videos will come up, okay? And so once you've put in your keywords or your tags in here, you're going to save it. And those tags are always going to be defaulted to the next video that you upload. So as you record your video, and just record your video on your phone, you've got a smartphone, it's going to be good to go, right? Really, all you need is a smartphone, a pretty good microphone, right? That probably costs $25 or more. And you can, and that can be a wired one. If you want to go wireless, it's going to probably be $75 or more. And also a tripod, because you want to be hands-free, okay? And I can share links with you guys if you want me to, of, where you can go like on Amazon and what to purchase, for a small amount. But your audio is super important on your video. It's really more important than the video quality of the video or the resolution of the video is the audio. If I can't hear what you're saying, or there's a lot of wind noise or echo, or I just can't hear it very well without turning it up, it's going to be annoying. If you get annoying, I'm swiping you, baby, right? I'm moving on to the next one. And your thumbnail and your title could have really caught my attention, but I just can't hear it. Audio is very important, okay? So once I've saved these tags in there to my industry, then they're always going to be there. So as I upload a new video to YouTube, all those tags are going to be attached to it, okay? And I can erase them if I want to, and even change them too. So I don't have to keep them if I don't want to. All right, we're down to the Q&A, right? So now what? So now we need to start with a pen and a pad, and we need to start writing our ideas down. We need to write down topics, and then we need to write down all those people who surround us in our business, like our vendors and other people that we work with, because all of those can contribute to your content and or make videos with you, okay? And then you can create videos. What I suggest is creating videos that where you can sit down and after you've done your research and you could plan and set a time to do that, meaning that if you block out an hour of the week or an hour of the month, how many videos could you make in an hour? Well, maybe you could make 5 or 6 videos or 4 videos, right? And then you edit those videos and you schedule them and you just send them out once a week, right? So just blocking that 1 hour of time has already created you a month's worth of videos out there. And then that way you don't have to think of, man, I've got to take on another responsibility to start getting videos out for my business. Just take that 1 hour of time and you'll be surprised at how much you can get done and then what you can set yourself up with, okay? If the question always is, well, what kind of video time do I need to use? So your 1 to 2 minute video is a very good sweet spot, and up to 4 minute maximum. Anything that you go over 4 minutes, and you might have a really good strong topic to talk about. Sometimes that's going to take 10 minutes or 12 minutes or 20 minutes. If it takes, break it down into a series and make sure that you audience into that understanding that there is going to be a 4-part series. So let's just say we have 20 minutes and I'm going to break it down into 5 4-minute segments, okay? And so I'm going to lead my audience in, hey, this is Matt Kern with Super Inspector. I just want you to know that this video is part of a 5-part or 4-part series, and please stay tuned for the next videos. And then you can set those up in a playlist in YouTube. And so as one gets done, the second one will start, and then the third and fourth, or how many there are. So we try to keep our audience attentive to our site and not looking at all the other stuff to the sidebars and things like that. And I can give you some more information on that if you need, okay? So then we need to optimize our title, our description, check our tags, and then create our thumbnail. And so as we upload that video to YouTube, then we're going to go over to a file folder and we're going to grab that JPEG picture of that thumbnail. And there's a place on YouTube that gives you those 3 defaults, and then one where you can upload your own. And I would suggest just make one thumbnail right now that has your picture on it, your business name or something else in there, and something that has to do with real estate, okay, or people or whatever that is, and use that for the time being till you start getting more comfortable with it. But people will see that consistency all the way across, okay? You got to make a video. You got to start with one. So you got to make a video. You got to get in front of your phone, make a video, and start with one. Also, too, is make a 20-second video, a thank you video, or a cares video, or anything like that, and just text it to your clients. Type in there, hey, thinking about you today, and then send the video along with it. After you sent the video along with it, make sure that you send them a copy of your business card or some kind of ad with information on there. As you see today that I have on here, this QR code over here to the right of the screen or your left of the screen, depending on how you see it on there, and it says scan me. So if everybody who's watching today, if you'll take your phones out right now, whether it's any kind of smartphone, and just go to your camera, and then I want you to take and then point your camera towards this QR code. It's going to give you the availability to download my information right to your phone, right? And so that makes it really easy. You can make these QR codes for free, and you can use these in your advertising, in your at the end of your videos, or you can run them through, as a watermark the whole time, whichever makes it easy. But this is an easy way for people to be able to download your information to your phone and save it, because you can't think that people, even though they know you, they know how to contact you. You need to make sure that you have a way for them to contact you, and the best way is going to be a cell phone through either calling you or texting you. on there. Okay.
I was
So let's
actually
make it as easy as possible.
I was actually
Yes?
not aware that the camera would do the QR code. So you just taught me something, and you're in my phone now. So that's awesome.
See? And how easy was that, Diana, to do that?
That was
Like,
really easy.
Turn your phone on, point it to the QR code, and
Yeah.
it pops up on your screen.
Yeah, you didn't even
Right.
take a click to take a picture or anything. You just held it there and it
No.
came up.
It just comes up, just point at it. So it makes it a real easy way to do that. And if anybody would like help with a QR code for them, and there's different things that you can do. You can send them to, a download of your information. You can send them to a website. You can send them this or that. I can help you guys with that. I have that program and I can help you out. Okay. All right. So I think that's about it. Does anybody have any questions?
Deanna on Facebook has asked if you could please share the links. And if you want to send those to me, I could post them below this in the chat.
I sure can. I can do that. And it just says right here, ask Matt for his links. So I will send that. Also, too, is what I'll send you over, Diana, is I never want everybody to feel like, man, I haven't even put my YouTube channel together and I don't know how. I try not to get too technical about it in this video because everybody has different levels of understanding, but I have broke down and I put together a PDF file of the information on how to start from even getting a Gmail account and going from that point on, and then all the setups that you need to do within your YouTube channel. If anybody needs help with me walking you through that for your YouTube channel, I'd be more than happy to do that. I'll leave a comment below with your name, and then Diana will get that to me and I will contact you and we will go from there. Okay.
Perfect. Deanna liked that. She's saying thank you and giving you a high five, it looks like.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank everybody. I appreciate everybody watching today. And if you have any questions, remember, pick your phone up, turn on your camera, point it to the QR code that says scan me here on the page, download my information, give me a call or a text or an email, and I'll be happy to help you out in whichever way I can today. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you so
All right.
much for coming and spending some time with us today.
You bet. I'd love to.
All right.
Thank you all for watching today.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay.